Getting so good at that.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
How's it going? I put this comment from Teresa on here because these kind of comments just make me want to jump in the RV and go see the Niagara of the South. Has a rainbow at night on a full moon. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Cumberland Falls. Cumberland Falls.
That does sound amazing.
It does. Sounds awesome.
Oh my gosh. I feel a little
What?
worse for the wear. Is that the saying?
Worse for the wear.
I just feel like I've been living outside for the last.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we have. We have been living outside.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of outside, today in the Grove, it's chilly. It's chilly.
I've been wearing. This is your jacket, but I've been wearing a sweater, jacket.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's like, you think that's chilly?
Oh yeah.
What was the videos you were sending me? You showed me.
It was in Missouri. That had
Or was it Missouri? It was Wisconsin or something.
No, yeah, Minnesota. I don't know, something up north.
Steph was showing me pictures of these trees.
Videos.
Snapped. The tree would bend all the way over from the ice and then just like a gunshot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Where was it? It started with an M. I'm gonna find it right now.
Okay. Michigan?
Probably Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy. Okay, let's start with good things. We start every live with good things. Get started on a good note. It can be something huge. It can be something small. Let us know in the chat, or if you're watching this later, let us know in the comments. Just something good. What's going on good in your life?
You want to go first?
Sure. One more week of work, and then I am home for spring break.
Fingers crossed we have good weather.
Yeah, I mean, this week coming up is going to be amazing weather. But man, I'm so excited for spring break. I'm ready to and we don't have a trip planned. We're just going to work in the garden and work in the house.
We've got to get Caden's room.
Work on Caden's room. Caden's 16th birthday is coming up, and at one point we were like, Caden's going to have his own room for his 15th birthday. And then, that's awesome, Beth. That's amazing. At one point we were saying Caden was going to have his own room by his 15th birthday. And then, the tree fell in the house and everything got kind of delayed. And then we were like, maybe by Christmas, Caden will have his own room. That didn't happen. And wow, awesome. So now we're dead set on this goal.
We are.
Caden will have, hopefully, by spring break, but maybe we'll just have the room ready. He won't be able to move into it, but before his 16th birthday.
Poor bud.
Just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, no, we went back and forth if we're going to recarpet it, but I think what we're going to do is go ahead and put down a laminate wood, because we can do that ourselves. It's something we've done before.
Plenty of experience.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to do another laminate wood, and I hate to do I don't know. I really wished we could find our original wood that we put in the house, but it was discontinued. But I think we're going to try to find something neutral and similar and go with it and put a large area rug.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. What's your good thing, baby?
My good thing. I'm hesitant to share my good thing, but I think I will.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm gonna be. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
I'm just gonna say this. Put it out there. For the last over the last month, I have been dealing with something very personal that I'm not gonna really get into. I'll just say that it was extremely, extremely scary. And my good thing is that you prayed for me and we prayed hard about it, and it's okay. I'm okay. And I will say it was a health scare, and it changed my life. And it was very difficult for me to have to, I'm going to try not to get emotional, but live this past month with everyone around me just being normal and have this fear of the unknown. And luckily found out last week that everything is okay. But it was hard. I am so blessed and so grateful that I'm going to be fine, and I am fine. But having that scare for over a month and just having to I don't know, that's not just a good thing. It's a great thing for me that I am okay, and that, even if I wasn't okay, it was going to be okay. But it was just such a scary time for me and a life altering thing for me. It's my great thing. It's my great news. It's like the weight of the world has been lifted off my shoulders.
Yeah.
After that month of unknown. And so I just felt this past week, I don't know, like I could breathe again. I think I told you that, I just felt like I could breathe. And because I felt like I couldn't breathe while I was waiting, and it's just it was hard. But no, that was my good thing, is that I'm good. I'm healthy. Yeah.
That is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Last week felt like the week that would never end.
It would. It was the longest week.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. But
it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah. I prayed a lot for Steph over the last month, and I don't know, it was hard for her to, I think, understand this. It was hard for me to understand it, really, but I had a peace come over me after praying for her and with her and everything. I really had a peace come over me that I could not explain. I can worry a lot. That is one thing that can hit me. But I don't know. I just had a weird peace come over me. All I could think of was that was God's peace.
I did not have the peace. I wish I had a peace. I pretended I had peace, but I did not have peace. My problem is that I spiral, and I think a lot of people do. I spiral on all the what ifs, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if this, and what if that, and what about the kids, and what about this, and the uncertainty. I tend to spiral on that, and although I give it, we're Christian, and maybe you're not religious, but the way that our beliefs is bring it to God, right? Just give it to Him, and that works for a time, but you have to continue to do that over and over and over. It's as soon as that thought pops in your head, it's nope, I've already given it to Him. We're gonna step away.
Yeah. So when we found out last week that everything was good, everything came back good. I could tell immediately you just felt like you had a new lease on life. You were just living again.
Yeah.
I just felt, I don't really know how to explain what I felt. I feel like it was some sort of justification that because I would have felt horrible if I had this peace come over me and it was for no reason, and other than to maybe not make me worry so much or stress out or be anxious because you were already dealing with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt some sort of when I found out, I was I knew that. I knew from the beginning that it was going to be okay.
Yeah.
But it's weird. It's hard to explain, but we're good.
Yeah, that's my wonderful, great thing for myself personally. Personally, that's my great thing.
Yeah. And then on top of that, last week I had a lot of late nights at work, and been part of a lot of, we've had some leadership change at my work. So I've been part of a lot of new meetings that I wasn't part of, preparing a lot of different presentations that I've never really had to worry about. And so yeah, last week was just like a lot of things. Maybe that's why I'm looking so forward to spring break.
You deserve a break. You've been in so many committees. You've been added to committees.
Yeah.
Buddy has a new boss that, once there's new change of leadership, it's like, you got to get into all those meetings to catch up the new boss. And
this is a lot.
yeah, so you really deserve a break. You need it.
Yeah. So those are our good things.
I have another good thing. 2 seconds before I sat down, I started my incubator again.
For the third time.
And if you were here last Sunday, we showed you what it was. It's the Kosovo long crower cousin chicken. I think I have that backwards.
The whole time we talked about it with you guys last Sunday, and we were saying the name and showing you the pictures, I did not know that.
I did not know about this scenario.
I did not know that long crower meant something, and it means that these chickens crow for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I watched some videos and listened to some of the long crowers, and it's like a crow that never ends.
You know that yellow squeak toy? You know those like yellow chickens where you you squeeze it and like like that.
That's what long crower means.
The long crower chicken can crow for a minute straight, y'all. So let me tell you, if I end up hatching a rooster, so I told Jamie, because Jamie had no idea.
5 roosters?
Lord of mercy. I told Jamie, I said, Jamie, before you sent me these eggs, because all you can see is they're giant chickens, which is so cool. That's like the first thing Jamie and I both, they're like, oh my God, giant chickens, let's hatch them. I was like, Jamie, did you know about the long crower in the name? And she was like, I am so sorry. You don't have, this is what she told me. She said, you don't have to incubate them if it's going to be too much like chaos or whatever. And I was like, Jamie, this is the chaos I live for. We already have peacocks on the hill that scream at all hours of the night. Yeah, so why not have a long crower chicken that just, just throw it in there and.
How old am I? 38?
No, yes.
I'm 38.
Yeah.
She's 39. I'm only 38.
Only for a few months.
Uh-huh.
You'll be right with me in July.
Yeah, July 5th is my birthday. I'll be 39. It'll be my last year of my 30s. But for right now, I'm 38. She's 39. She's already started her last year of her 30s.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to see if we have any. Well, first I'm excited to see if we hatch any, because I told Buddy I'm kind of nervous about. I've never had eggs delivered.
Just sell them.
Right. I've never had eggs delivered to me and then incubate them, but I don't know how long they were sitting before they got to me. So I'm really, really kind of nervous about that. Like, I just hope that I get 1 or 2 to hatch.
Yeah. Rick says I look older. That's a good thing. Is it wisdom?
It's wisdom. It's the beard.
I have a lot of wisdom.
It might be the
I
beard.
have wisdom highlights all throughout my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, as long as you didn't say that about me, then we're all good, right? I don't care. You can say that about me.
You look like a baby.
I could be 45. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Well, I need a bigger incubator. No, Robin. My incubator holds 43 eggs, but the amount of eggs, I can't remember, was it 6? 6 or 8?
5. But didn't hatch just now?
No, how many eggs did I get from Jamie?
Oh, yeah. 8 maybe.
I think 8.
Steph, this is just your first year of 39.
Yeah. This is the first annual 39th birthday.
Happy late birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. So, that's my other good thing, is that I just added those eggs to the incubator. So, 21 days.
So, this is a good question, because the eggs were a little bit bigger. Did they fit in there okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Lester wanted to give me an ostrich egg to incubate, and Buddy said no.
Ostriches are cute when they're babies and kind of mean when they're older, so.
I wanted to incubate it, though, just to incubate it.
I'm good.
I don't even. How do you incubate an ostrich egg? Because I don't know how you. I mean,
get an ostrich egg incubator. There's probably like an adapter we could put in ours that will hold a bigger egg for the turner.
I don't even think our incubator is deep enough for an ostrich egg.
Yeah. Tristan, no, I was born with a full beard. Right when I came out.
You leave him alone. Yes, he's been bald faced before.
Yeah, when I applied for the job not the current job. When I applied for one of my jobs working in IT, I shaved before the interview because I didn't want my beard. I didn't want anyone thinking that because I had a beard, I don't know what you think, would be less.
I think back in the day it was more professional to have no facial hair. But now people have like facial hair and tattoos and nobody cares.
It still needs a trim. I'll trim it up when I want it to look super nice. Steph's actually been doing my beard trimming lately, which is saving me money. So I don't have to get it beard. I don't have to go get it trimmed, and it looks really good. Done a good job.
One of my favorite things to do is pluck Buddy's eyebrows.
That's torture.
And he's such a baby about it.
That is torture.
He's such a baby.
Eyebrow plucking. That is a form of torture, 100%.
No.
And she gets pleasure out of it.
I enjoy.
She has this grin
fixing your face,
screaming in pain.
No, he's like, "Can you? I need ice.
Yeah, ice pack.
I need ice to numb it."
It's rough.
I'm like, please. I will say it is rough when you get some skin, which
yeah, like hard. My eyelid. And you just rip my eyelid out.
It's rare.
And you're like, don't worry about it. I'm gushing blood on my face. That's how it happens every single time.
Oh, this is what happens. So I lay him down on the bed. I'm like this, and I pluck it, and then after every time I pluck one little hair, he's like, it takes me like 2 business days to get that done because he's always like, meh.
Kim says I should wax him.
I told you that. I have a waxer. You said no.
I'm good.
This is what we do.
I'll just suffer. I'll just continue to suffer. What were we talking about? We just went off on a tangent.
I don't know. She asked about your beard. We got on the facial hair.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about lawn growers. I don't know. Yeah. But they're in the incubator now. Yeah. We had to rehome one of our animals, but
that's a video coming up.
That'll come out tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. It's for the best. Rehoming is for the best.
Teresa said I have a jumbo mug.
You do have a jumbo mug.
Is it jumbo?
It's one of those like coffee house curl up with a good book mugs.
It could be a soup bowl.
Yeah.
I have a London fog tea in here. I don't want you to see it. My tea.
Yes, I am the oldest of my brothers Tony and Levi. Man, did y'all see the garden rows? They look nice. They look really nice for right now. We'll just have to hope that the grass doesn't just grow through them immediately.
Yeah.
I hope that mixture. So we did that like kind of, chemical free weed suppressor.
Yeah, I'm trying something new this time because we pulled up all of the black plastic tarping that we had, the rose fabric. The weed fabric. We pulled it all up. But the grass is gonna grow. And so we don't do Roundup. We don't do like chemical weed control. So it's either by hand, like tilling it or cutting it up with a lawnmower. But this time around we used a solution of vinegar,
salt,
Epsom salt, and a little bit of Dawn dish soap. Yeah. And we just put it in a pump spray and we sprayed the grass areas around the garden rows. So I don't know if it's going to work out, but then we also put down organic material on top to maybe help smother it. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. It's definitely a trial and error garden anyway, so.
Yeah.
What?
No, thank you. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible.
Want to try it?
No.
Video it. Just blur it out. Probably get banned.
You would never have to worry about seeing that video because it will never happen.
Well, what video was it, or what show did that? The 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Oh,
They, like,
and
waxed
his chest,
yeah.
ripped it off with screen.
Yeah.
So back to the garden.
Everybody's like, let's get on that.
No, I didn't want to lose my train of thought here, but when we do our garden, it's all organic. Everything that we use, starting from like how we treat the soil, heirloom plants and weeds, and even the squash vine borer. Like,
oh, I didn't tell you. I saw a dang squash.
no way.
I swear. Yay.
No way.
A moth was on the base of one of my squash plants already. I flipped it. And I was like, no.
That's too early.
I know. It's April.
Way too early. Anyway, so it comes with its own struggles. It's rewarding. I love the fact that when we harvest our vegetables, we know exactly that there's nothing in them. There's nothing like added to them, or there's no pesticides or anything like that sprayed over them to keep the weeds down. But it definitely comes with its struggles because it's a lot of work, and sometimes it can be too much work to where you just kind of let it jungle, right? You just it's just like the weeds and everything is just too much to keep track of and keep on top of. So you just kind of let it jungle and continue harvesting all you can for as long as you can. But yeah, that's just kind of the struggles that you deal with when you want to do organic farming. You got to find solutions that may or may not work, or may not work like super great with controlling weeds. But last big garden, not the last one, that one was flooded, but the one before that, man, the amount of things that we tried to keep the weeds down in the walking paths we tried a lot. And the cardboard did work pretty good.
It's not necessarily weeds, it's grass.
Grass, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of weeds, aren't that really big of a deal, but the grass is.
Mm-hmm.
Grass is crazy.
Rose called you a long crower.
Huh?
Rose called you a long crower.
I'm a long crower?
Because she said she's heard your birthday song.
Oh, I am a long crower, technically, yeah.
Yeah. You go.
Because I
off.
Trying to hit that last birthday note as long as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the music video with Jake. Steph showed me that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was really cute on Jake's page.
Yeah, that was really funny.
They're always doing. So Bay had a sleepover last night, and they came out of the room last night with some choreography that they were doing, and girls. I just love seeing Laura being in her girl era right now, I guess you could call it. The girl, Brindley, Bay, and Laura were down here earlier, and then we all drove up to lunch today, and so they were in the back of the truck while we drove up the driveway, and they were just all belting out singing in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And it was me and Buddy were just like smiling and laughing, listening to them just sing their hearts out, being girls, and
it was super cute.
Super cute, and I just love that they have that cousin bond so close like that. We do.
Lots of neem oil. Yep.
We do. One of the years, maybe it was the first year, we have a video of me, like, Buddy took a video. He was pea-patting me in the garden. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was with a spotlight, and I was spraying neem oil because neem oil doesn't really...
Gotta do it at night.
You got it early in the morning or evening when it's not, the sun's not like baking down on the plants is when you need to do your neem oil. So I was at nighttime spraying the bottoms of my plants with neem oil, and we do use that. What else do I use? That's
well, we also plant natural pest repellents like marigolds.
Oh yeah, marigolds and basil and like a lot of herb type plants will
Mix them in.
ward off. Yeah, so every once in a while we'll have like a couple tomato plants and a basil plant, or something like that. So, but I also make pesto, so I use the basil.
Yeah, we do use the basil a lot. We make a lot of pesto.
Yeah.
Speaking of herbs, the cilantro in our side garden is crazy. It's a jungle right now.
I did not see this.
The back of sheetrock, so you're forever part of their home.
I didn't see that. I'll have to find that.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool, though. I'll have to go look.
Jake we needed some cattle panels for the garden. Jake had 3 cattle panels left to get us started with our garden. So we said, come take all the sheetrock we've got and we'll trade you for 3 cattle panels.
Yeah.
That was a good trade.
That was a good trade.
We put those cattle panels to work and Jake's putting that sheetrock up. So yeah.
There's a barter system over here.
Yeah.
Poor Connor. He's having a rough time.
Oh yeah. I forgot all about the I forget it, but I don't think we talked about it.
I don't think we know. Connor got braces.
Connor got braces
on Friday.
Yep.
So now we have 2 boys in braces. So pray for my bank account.
Caden should be out of braces. He should be done.
Caden is headed towards the finish line.
Yeah.
He's been in braces for 3.5 years. Connor is just starting, and poor baby. I've been
you did put something on Facebook. I remember about that.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked about it on YouTube.
No, it's not on YouTube, but I did post a picture on Facebook of Connor in the dentist chair. But he, he's got his little braces on, and his mouth hurts.
Yeah.
He asked me yesterday, he said, Mom, do we have any COVID masks? Because I want to wear a COVID mask to school. He's so embarrassed.
That's sad.
But his mouth is swollen because it's rubbing on the inside of his lips. So his mouth is a little swollen, and poor baby. I've been giving him Advil and Tylenol interchangeably, trying to help him with the pain management, but soft foods, and he's already a little, I'm not going to say tiny, but Connor's a petite kid, so we have to make sure he's staying on top of his nutrition.
Yeah. A lot of kids that don't eat very much after they get braces, and Connor can't really afford to not eat very much because he's got to keep putting the weight on.
But he's eating scrambled eggs, and he's able to eat butter noodles last night, which is one of his favorites. So I made him that, and he was able to eat some garlic bread. So he's doing okay. He's just hurting, poor guy.
Pam, I'm waiting for that same thing. I thought I heard a door open earlier.
She's asleep.
She's asleep right now, but it doesn't mean she won't wake up and pop her head in and say hi.
Yeah.
She was like the sense that we're all alive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Connor, he's got the wax, but he said it doesn't really help him. There's one part that sticks out further, I guess, than the other braces just because of the way his teeth are. And that's the part that's really bothering him, kind of cutting him up on the inside of his lip. So I told him to keep putting that wax on it, and he's like, the wax does nothing.
Yeah, I think it just falls off after a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is this?
Can you please do a
Church wing?
I don't know what that is. Maybe a church wing.
Romanian, a large or thick pancake. Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Sure.
Let me know, Dot, if that's what that is, because I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. I have braces and could never tell because my teeth shifted back.
Here we go. Tutorial on the wheat spray.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that. And hopefully it'll work. But I saw, I missed it, but someone said that you have to stay on top of it. You have to keep spraying it in the walking paths for it to work. Take hold. So
okay.
Yeah. We'll have to do that.
Yeah, Jill, we do give him protein shakes. So he's good about drinking protein shakes. Mm-hmm. Right now I think he's drinking 2 a day. So
yeah. He'll do And he's been eating. I mean, it's not he's not eating really, but
Yeah.
yeah, protein shakes for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He's been drinking lots of those. What else?
What else? Still working on my secret project.
Oh yes,
That's my epoxy project.
I helped today
You did help today. I was very happy for your help.
for a little bit, but I helped.
Yeah, you did heavy lifting. So I'm getting that done, and it should be finished probably this next week coming up. And then I'll be able to give it to that special someone.
Yep. And then we'll be able to show you all what she's been doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty excited about that. So that's what I've been working on.
Yep.
What else we got going on? Still got some soaps and stuff in the Etsy store, and some candles, and some wax melts, and bath bombs. So the Etsy store is still up and running. I need to. So right now, what's in the Etsy stores? What's in the Etsy? Like typically around this time of year, I am not inside doing a whole bunch of soap stuff. I'm normally outside doing garden stuff. So what's on the Etsy store is on the Etsy store, and then eventually I will do like a big batch of soaps again in like the coming months. But I probably won't be having a whole bunch of additions to the store right now. So if you need some soaps, go grab some because they'll be on short supply here in a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got lavender goat's milk soap right now. I was gonna look.
It's about that time though.
Yeah.
We're spending every hour outside in the garden.
And it feels so good.
It does.
I absolutely love it.
Today it's cold, but
yeah,
man, this week coming up, it's gonna be like high 70s, low 80s, and sunny all week long. And it's been it hasn't necessarily been cold. Today it's chilly. It's like 50 degrees outside right now, but it's just been so wet and rainy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The name of the Etsy shop is the Denman Homestead. So it'll be, and if you go to denmanhomestead.com, there's a link to our Etsy store there too.
Yeah, every link to all the things is on the denmanhomestead.com.
Mm-hmm.
Is Caden driving yet?
He's just got his permit, so we need to get him behind the wheel for practice. He has not yet gotten behind the wheel yet. He's still doing his online book stuff, but he can. I mean, we just need to set some time aside to take him actually practice driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you've done vanilla, but have you ever done coconut?
Yeah, I did a coconut verbena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think I have a coconut verbena candle right now. It's like a coconut floral. It's pretty nice. It's kind of tropical smelling. But yeah, I do have coconut stuff. I have a coconut chapstick too.
Yeah. I just asked you this. How many chickens did we get total? We sold
28.
28. We sold 20. 4 went to my mom.
And we kept 4.
And we kept 4.
Yeah.
So 28 total.
Yeah. And we had a couple eggs still in the incubator this morning that I had put little X's on the shell because some of these shells are so thick and so dark that when they're developing and I candle them, it's almost impossible to see if there's actually a chick growing inside the shell because the shell is so dark. Can't even see it. So when you candle it, there's nothing to do. And I don't want to throw away an egg that may or may not have a baby in it. So today we recandled the 4 that were remaining. One of them had pipped, but stopped. There was nothing else. Yeah. So we knew that there was a chick inside of it, but for whatever reason, after a day, there was no more movement. And then 3 of the other eggs just didn't have anything at all.
Nope, no development.
Yeah, so the one that pipped, I went ahead and slowly kind of chipped away at the shell just to see if maybe it was just having a hard time. But the chick just didn't make it out. It just died in the shell. So.
Yeah, that was...
Sometimes it happens.
It does happen.
Yeah.
You have chapsticks in stock, right?
Got chapsticks in stock. I was gonna say, today I did a video that I'll be putting out on Facebook, but Buddy's mom wanted me to hatch her some. She had a chicken. I think I told you guys, a white chicken that she had for a long time, and it finally passed away, and she had it since Hurricane Harvey. So I ended up hatching two eggs of that chickens that passed away. 2 of them hatched. One of the chicks that hatched had something called splay legs. And so what happens is the legs, the joints or whatever, for whatever reason, when it's born, its legs, instead of underneath it where it can like stand and like walk around, it's splayed like this. Like both legs are out sideways and it just like cannot move. So there's a way to, if you can catch it early, there's a way you can fix it. But you have to build a brace for the legs, for the chicken legs, which is kind of funny. But so as soon as it hatched and I saw that it had splayed legs, I built it a little contraption to bring the legs in. And so if you could do it in time, it will basically learn how to hold itself up, and it's like a fix. It's like a therapeutic, I don't know, physical therapy for chickens. So I did that, and it was perfectly fine with its braces on. And so I was able to give his mom the 2 chicks and 2 other babies, and she took them. But I'll show you guys a video tomorrow on Facebook about how I fixed the split legs.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I saw a question and I forgot where it was.
How many acres do we have? Rick wants to know. We have 1.7.
1.7 acres.
Yep.
And we got a big garden that takes up a good chunk of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what not a lot of people realize is behind our garden is a fence, and that back pasture is also our property, but we let Buddy's mom's animals go back there it's twofold. It really helps us because we don't have to go back there.
Down, yeah.
But we used to have goats, and so that was the goat pasture. But right now we just have the gate open, so Molly and all of his mom's animals can go back there and graze and forage. And so yeah, our property goes back to where Bree's horse pasture is. Mm-hmm. So where Bree keeps her horses, that's the property line where ours ends.
Are they like splints that you put on the?
Yeah, kind of. The way I did it is I just took 2 little tiny rubber bands, and then I tied a little piece of floss that held the tiny rubber bands, and I put the rubber bands over the chicken's feet so it can't slip off the feet, but the floss basically keeps the rubber bands together, but not so much where it's like tight, so it has like a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
But it brings the chicken's legs in underneath.
Yeah. If you didn't get a chance to watch our Friday video that we put out, you really should check it out because it's titled like "Watch a Chicken Hatch in Real Time." I loved the shot that you got on because we've had lots. So like us and Jamie and Bree, we've all been kind of incubating chickens and ducks and things lately, and we get to see like that process of the baby chicks being born. But you got such a good shot of the baby chick like just fighting its way out of the egg and then eventually breaks free and everything. And I don't know, I thought it was super cool. I was editing the video and I was just like, this is awesome. Yeah. Like I've seen these chickens hatch a million times, but the angle you had and just its little fight to get out. If you haven't seen it, check it out because it's a really cool like video of a egg hatching.
Did you keep the part in there, because I didn't watch it yet, but did you keep the part in there where I talked about where the umbilical cord was? Because you can see it.
Yeah, I actually put a circle on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put a little circle on it when you were describing what it was.
Yeah, because you can see where the umbilical cord, where the chick had attached to the yolk for nourishment. similar to like a placenta for a baby. But yeah, it's pretty cool because you can see like the chicken's belly button, essentially, you know, when it's born. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think everything's been great with the new roof.
Yeah.
I mean, it puts off a lot of water. That's one
It
thing.
sheds some water.
It definitely
pretty
sheds
quick.
water.
Yeah.
We talked about this on our last live. Like, I would love for at some point this summer for us to come up with some kind of water containment system. Because the amount of, like, for one, we're not dealing with asphalt shingles, so we're not dealing with all the little particles
Granules.
of asphalt in the runoff. But two, like, metal roofs, man, they put water off.
Yeah.
They shed it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we could collect that and use that
We
to water our
rain
gardens,
Yeah.
that would be. But we've been wanting to do that for a long, long time. But now's the time. We got a metal roof. We can do it.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it on our barn too.
Good.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, Kathy.
Oh, that's sweet. I do love him.
I love her too. Just don't tell her. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, rain barrels. That's what we want to get with some sort of like. You know, I've seen a lot of people do it where they've got they cut the downspout, right, and then they kind of move the downspout over, and then you've got like a filter on top of the barrel, and they've got some really neat little tools that will pump the water out into a garden hose that are, you know, just wherever you need it, you just pump it up.
Maybe he wants to know if it's illegal in Texas because it is in some states to collect rainwater.
I don't know. They'll have to come to my house and tell me that it's illegal. Because I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, no, I've looked it up, and I don't believe it is illegal in Texas to.
It's only illegal till you get caught. That's what I hear.
That's not good advice. That's not something we say.
For things that don't hurt anyone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for everything. Yeah.
But I guess it's like the government owns the water or something like that. Like you're not supposed to.
The rainwater?
I don't want to go down a conspiracy train with you. I'm just saying, like, I think that's the argument is that the government owns, like, the water is like, no one owns water
There we go.
or something.
Dan's got it. Legal and encouraged. Which why wouldn't they be? They should be.
I don't know, but I have heard, and it's been a long time since I've looked into it, but I have heard that some places it's illegal to collect rainwater.
Hey man, got that rainwater?
Yeah.
Got any of that rainwater? Talking about that good stuff. Give me that rainwater. I don't want that chlorinated city stuff. Give me that good stuff from the country.
Good Lord. If we start itching and scratching for rainwater, we're in deep trouble.
I need that rainwater.
Stop.
Oh man.
In California, you can't collect rain.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's what I'm just saying. Paula says.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Why does anything happen the way it happens in California?
Hey, no, we're not gonna.
But
California's
a beautiful country.
It is. Well, it's a beautiful state. However,
it's beautiful country. I said, not a beautiful country.
Okay. But we have seen that there are water issues in California because of the wildfires. Like we know that. We know this, right? We don't live there, but from what we've heard on the media, that whole thing was a disaster.
That was rough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get political about it, but I don't know much, but from what I've heard, California has water problems.
So,
no.
I wouldn't say it's noisy, but it's louder, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's very. I mean, if you've ever listened to rain hitting a tin roof.
But we have enough insulation where it's not the same as like rain hitting a tin roof. Like in the barn, it's so loud, it's scary in here.
Yeah,
even though we have
insulation, but
not as much as in the house.
it can be super loud in here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But in the house, it's almost like a low hum.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very peaceful.
One thing we are struggling really, really badly with, and maybe there's an expert on the live with us right now that can help us. The humidity, and I think it's our AC. Our AC unit is on its, you guys know.
We talked about that.
It's on its last leg. Like that's our next big thing that we're gonna have to tackle is the AC unit. This may be the problem, but we have such high humidity in our home.
We've just been running a humidifier nonstop, dehumidifier, which it really does help. I mean, it makes the house feel normal and cool
and dry,
and
not sticky and wet. But we've just been dealing with such high humidity levels in the house, and if we're not running the dehumidifier, which isn't normal, you shouldn't have to run a dehumidifier 24/7, 365 days. Like your AC unit should help evaporate, suck out all that moisture. And that's what I think it is. I really think it's our AC unit is just not doing its job. Yeah. It's cooling the house right now, but it's just not getting the moisture out. Yeah. So we're having to run that dehumidifier.
Yeah. Actually, the bees are doing really well.
Yeah.
Bees are doing great. We haven't opened them up yet, but it's been kind of overcast and raining a lot lately. But
we need to add more box. We need to add another box to it. Yeah.
And you were just talking about, did Pops ever go get a nuke?
No, Pops wants me to get one with him.
Oh, y'all together to get one?
And Jamie.
Yeah.
So
everyone should have bees. If you have bees, get bees.
Yeah. I might get more bees with Pops.
Yeah.
Which Pops is so funny. Pops was like, I don't need
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm done with bees. You guys take all that stuff for bees. I don't want them anymore. And he's like,
every spring.
Got his bee set up.
Yeah, every spring he's like, I think I want to go get another box of bees. I'll go with you. I am not the one to discourage Pops from getting bees. I'm like, hey, I'll go with you. I'll get me some bees. You get you some bees. We'll all get bees.
All gonna have bees.
Yeah.
Edie said that's exactly how her house was until she got a new AC unit. Which it's just a shame that we have a rental property that's like 40 years old, and we just changed the AC unit. Just changed it. It lasted that long, and then we have our house that is 12 years old, and it needs a new AC unit. And that's what the guy was saying when he came out here. He said it's just, it's an unfortunate thing. And the AC units don't last very long. Like it's like 10 years. They expect to get like 10 years out of an AC unit. And I just don't. I feel like when I was little, we had window units that lasted longer than 10 years.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just.
And then they change the Freon or whatever in them every so often. So it's like, oh, well, that we can't use the Freon that's no longer available. So I don't know. We're going on a rant, on a tangent.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But hopefully that'll fix it. I do not want to put that amount of money into it, but I also would like to have a working AC and not have the humidity levels in our house that we've had. Which again, with the humidifier, it's fine. But we're keeping the humidity levels down. It's not like dangerous, but we shouldn't have to run a humidifier in our house every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. They don't make money if they last forever.
Yeah, very true.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, planned. It's like when you had I think Apple got sued at one point about planned obsolescence because they basically hit a switch when a new iPhone would come out to make your battery not last and calls drop and all kinds of stuff. And I think they ended up getting sued for that. That was a while back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just how it is. It's like everything's got to be like a subscription so they can stay in business.
Yeah. How's the weather for everyone? Is it cold? Did the cold front come from the top down? Is it cold for everyone, do you think? Or is it just like us?
I think it's chilly for everyone right now. A little chilly. A little cold front. I mean, other than that place you were showing, that place was frozen tundra.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a little chilly. Sorry, am I shaking too much?
You're shaking. Sometimes.
Can't see. Steph's kicking me.
Do you have a partner in your life that does the little like
Twitch?
leg shake all the time? Kaden does it, Buddy does it, and I
mean,
squeeze.
I'm sitting down, being mostly still for almost an hour. I'm doing pretty good.
He's a tapper.
I'm a tapper. I'm a drummer. I drum on things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody have one of those? And do you like secretly like?
Don't pinch me. 42 in Southeast Michigan. That's not as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be colder.
Me-
That's not bad.
Yeah.
There we go. 82 in Florida.
Do you have a nervous tick?
Nervous tick. I'm not nervous though. It's just a tick.
It's just.
I've got ticks, guys. That's right. I got one. Thank you a lot.
Oh man.
I didn't think I'd ever get to use that. That's from The Office.
It is me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you a lot.
I love that you crack yourself up. I really do. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
ADHD.
Pennsylvania is like, you have the same temperature that we have right now up in Pennsylvania. It's crazy.
It's colder. It's
like 50?
no, yeah, it's 50. It feels colder. Maybe it's
does.
because it's wet.
It's chilly.
It's wet and cold. It's gonna get down to 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Which is not good for my plants. But it's okay.
It'll make them strong.
So blessed we did not have any hail because
Oh, we were close.
the radar said hail is on the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, here we go again. Here we go again. But I was like, please no hail. And it just poof.
Yeah, it was like it was to the east of us. It stayed to the east of us.
Yeah.
So
Man, there's been some
dodged a bullet.
crazy hail. The largest hail I've ever seen. Like falling from the sky with all these tornadoes and stuff.
Mhm.
Massive baseball size hail. Never seen baseball size hail before. And I've seen, not here, but like recent videos of them. Oh, and I think,
Yeah, it's upper Michigan. They got the ice storm.
there we go.
It sounds like gunshots when those trees snap.
Yeah, it was really wild to see. Yeah. I guess because it has like, I don't know, all the branch, I don't know, it's just crazy. It just was like, and then like just snapped by the weight of it.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay as far as freezes go. I mean, I can't really know, honestly. Can't know anything. No one can, but
Well, according to the pecan tree.
according to the pecan tree, which when your pecans wake up, you should be safe to plant. This is just, farmer's knowledge.
Yeah.
When your pecans, because they're like the last of the trees to wake up, when they wake up, you should be safe to plant. Our pecan trees woke up the day after we put plants in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it came out of hibernation. So I think we're good. And we have a super late Easter this year. So
We do.
I think we're good. But again,
Which you just figured out how Easter was planned.
oh my gosh.
Do you guys know how the day of Easter is made?
I don't know how I was
Today years old.
years old. This was last week though when I figured this out.
But it was so funny. He's
I started, so I know that the Easter time changes, right? But someone at work was like, it's crazy how late Easter is this year. And I just was like, you know what? I'm going to look and see why it is Easter so late. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Dot.
Thanks, Dot. That's sweet.
I just wanted to look and see why it was so late. And then that was when I learned for the first time ever in my 38 years walking this earth that it has to do with the first full moon after spring. Like
Spring equinox.
yeah, so So that's why it changes, because you're waiting for the spring equinox to happen, and then you're waiting for the first full moon, and it's got a name.
The Sunday after the first full moon.
The Sunday after the first full moon. Like, how? How is that? How have I never known that? But I don't know. You guys probably don't know that. It feels like one of those things that's very common knowledge, and that's why I'm just like,
I didn't know. I didn't. All I knew is that like sometimes it's in March and sometimes it's in April, and I really didn't. I don't know that I knew why it was so drastic. I just knew that sometimes. What?
I was reading.
Oh yeah. But he was like, "How did I not know it had anything to do with the moon?" And I was like, "I also did not know that it had to do with the moon and the cycles of the moon." So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
There's Easter for you.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that crazy? Look, Mindy just learned it a couple days ago too. It's probably whenever we learned it.
Yeah.
I think
I
bet that's what it is. People are probably pretty used to it, like being around a certain time, and this year they're like, man, it's late.
That's funny too.
April 13th is the full moon. My mother-in-law already acting up because it's coming up. Yeah, so I would imagine a lot of people were.
Lisa's confused.
Oh my gosh! Look, Alice.
See?
Is it not crazy? Okay, we're not the only ones.
Yeah.
We're not. It feels like it's one of those things that I don't know. It's like what the Mandela effect when things weren't always like that, but that's how you remember them or something. You know, it's like. Why do I have a memory of Easter always being the third Sunday in whatever, April or whatever? That's like Thanksgiving. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I have a new show recommendation.
Oh.
That I binged.
What
I
show?
don't know if we talked about this last time.
I binged a show recently too, and I really liked it. And it's over now, so you can watch the whole season.
Oh, was it the one on Amazon?
Yeah, it's called The House of David.
The House of David. I watched one episode.
So good.
Yeah, I need to finish that now that I'm done with mine.
So the acting is good. The storytelling is good. It's awesome. If you haven't watched The House of David, if you have Amazon Prime, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And I can't wait because it's going to continue, and that's just
Biblical.
such an awesome story. Like David and his like mighty men in the Bible were like the Avengers of Bible times.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Anyway, what was yours?
I watched The Pit, which you don't like. Yeah. You don't like to watch medical dramas.
I don't like watching blood and surgeries and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's not real though. It's not real.
Real enough.
Yeah. But I watched The Pit, and that was, I don't know. I'm normally a very like true crime. If it's not true crime, I don't want to watch it. But something got me interested in it, and I started it, and I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And it's really good. If you like medical-ish, kind of like Grey's Anatomy, but not. It's like a drama, but medical. ER, those kind of things, that show. Mm-hmm. In fact, the guy in The Pit played an ER way back in the day. See? The Pit is so good. It's really good.
Played in the show ER?
Yeah, and now he's a doctor in The Pit.
That's the George Clooney one, right? ER?
I don't know that George Clooney was in ER.
I thought he was a doctor on the show.
I don't think so. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, Pit's really good if you need a new show recommendation, I think. If you're into medical stuff. I am.
Yeah.
What's crazy about The Pit is the entire season is based on one shift. So episode 1, it's from the day shift in the ER. So
it all happens in one day?
One day is the entire season. So episode 1 is like 7 a.m. Episode 2 is what happens at 8 a.m. Episode 3 is what happens at 9 a.m. Like the hour block in the ER is one episode, which is crazy because that's what happens in the ER. Like all the stuff is an entire season of one day shift. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
George Clooney was a doctor on the ER.
Oh, there you go.
I knew that. I don't know why I knew that. I never watched that show, but I knew that. Yeah. So there you go. There's 2 new show recommendations. If you want to watch a medical thing, you can watch The Pit. If you want to watch a biblical story of awesomeness proportions, you can watch
House of David.
House of David.
Yeah.
I just started watching The Chosen. I don't know if y'all have seen any of that, but
I've not seen that.
I think because I started watching House of David, I started getting like recommended to watch The Chosen, and it's
Is that the one G was recommending that we watch, The Chosen?
I don't know. It's about Jesus's life. Like it's
Oh.
but it's a series about Jesus's life. I think it starts. So I started it, and Jesus wasn't in it yet until toward the end of the first episode, I think. So you get a lot of the apostles as well. So yeah, and the disciples. Yeah, but David was cool. I finished David. The last episode came out on Thursday, so you can watch it. If you want to just binge it, you can binge it all now. It's so good.
I'll have to do that. I need like a nighttime show like that chicken. She's staring at you.
Oh, up in the tree. Yeah,
Look at her.
My mom's tree roasting chickens.
That's the chicken that lays the eggs in the
Yeah. We have our bag of shavings, of pine shavings in the barn, and we have one chicken of my mom's tree roosting chickens that roost in our oak trees.
That's basically our chicken now. She lays eggs in here, she sleeps over here. That's our chicken.
Just chicken.
Yeah.
The
Pit is on HBO Max.
Yeah, and House of David's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It's ad supported, so you have to sit through some ads for that show. But
it's funny, people are like not used to sitting through ads anymore. What is this ad? What is this commercial?
Yeah, I thought this too. I watched that first episode of The Chosen. It seemed like a really, really well done TV show. So actually, I'll tell you what made me want to watch it. And it was an interview that I watched with the guy who plays Jesus. And it was an actually like really powerful interview. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but so the guy that plays Jesus on the Chosen, he sat down to talk to someone about playing Jesus and what it was like. And he had like kind of a emotional breakdown playing that role.
I bet.
Yeah, so there was a moment that like hit him where he was speaking to a crowd and he was saying the things that Jesus said, and something just like hit him that he wasn't worthy to be doing what he was doing right now. Wow. Like he was saying words that he wasn't worthy to say. And it was super emotional because you got to think these words have been said every Sunday at church for all the years since Jesus, but he's dressed as Jesus. The setting is Jesus. The people are listening, dressed in the time, it probably was crazy. And he had like an actual like emotional breakdown. Wow. And the director had to pull him to the side and be like, because of you, people are going to hear the words of Jesus. Like, I understand how you're feeling, but you need to so he had to keep that in the back of his head. Like, he's going to do this thing that he doesn't feel worthy to do it in hopes that more people will be able to hear the gospel, right? It's just, I saw that interview and even during the interview, he was like having a lot of emotions building up, talking about it. And I was like, I got to watch this show.
I should watch the interview. I haven't seen it. That's pretty cool.
Okay, well, hey, look, we're over an hour. Wow.
Oh, we sure are. We're just talking.
Talking about shows. All right, well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday live. And we've got some, definitely check out tomorrow's video. But if you haven't watched Friday's, go back and watch that one. Watch the chick being born in real time. Super cool. But yeah, so we will catch you all on the next one. Chickens.
They're just climbing the tree, that's all. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.